Yo, how's it going, everybody? How's it going? Boss the Boss here. Just wanted to give everybody a quick tutorial how to pred day 101. Gonna get rolling here, and it's gonna go well. So, let me know if you have any questions. We're gonna get started here. So, first thing you want to do, go look at a couple of the heroes. You can sort them by role specific. This is the carry, this is the support, this is jungle, this is mid lane, this is off lane. You got stores if you want to buy anything with real money. Currently there is not an in-game currency. It is on the way though. It is already talked about in the previous patch notes that it is getting rolled out soon. Here you can sort items also by role. You could do bruiser fighters, you could do tanks, etc., support stuff, mid laner stuff, or just ability damage and general stuff, carry stuff, or just DPS stuff in general, physical power, ability power, help your teammates instead of just yourself, real tanky, real fast stuff. Extra abilities to hit extra hard stuff, and some survivability items as well, and then just all of the crests here that build into what they build into, and some high output DPS and stuff. So that's how you sort the items. You can check your profile, all the things you have unlocked. Additionally, one awesome thing Pred has is once you play a match and you are no longer in a party, you can watch your previous matches. So, it's always worth checking out how you can do better. Always check yourself on your own progress. Be like, hey, this is what I know I want to be doing well. Go watch yourself. This is how I'm actually handling it in game. So, great tool. Use it wisely. When you click play, you can do custom matches with others. You can do the tutorial, which I highly recommend you start with. You can then go to practice, which is what I suggest you go into second, because you can instant try some builds, you can sell everything, you can instant grant yourself levels and gold. It's just a single lane with a single-sided jungle, and you shove down all the way to the core in the single lane and do whatever you want. Try builds, try characters, get a feel for how their combos hit and all that stuff. Then I highly recommend you always queue up a player versus AI beta. This is you versus the enemy game by itself. Bot matches, basically. These are not difficult. You will probably end these matches normally 20 minutes, sometimes less, sometimes a little more. Once you get actually knowledgeable of the game. So we're gonna lock in. Usually it's going to auto kick after you pick. I'm going to show you guys what I like to do. Always have to select your role, and then you always have to click and then lock in your hero. So we're going to start with my favorite character in the video game, which is Grux. It will likely kick us back out just because the first match of the day, for some reason, at least mine, usually auto kicks me, so we'll restart it if we need to. So this will give you a lineup. Usually the hero select is lined up 1-to-1 above and below. Oh, it looks like they might have fixed that. Or maybe I fixed it on my end. I don't know. That's really cool. You're going to pick a crest. That's the first thing you do whenever you get into the actual match. This is for assassins. This is for ADCs only. This is for your bruisers, your fighters, your tanky, high DPS, long survivability guys. This is for your mid lane mages or off lane mages if you take a mage off lane. This can be used kind of anywhere. It's really good. I really like using Typhoon on Grux and Kwang. And then Titan Crest, this is what you want to use off lane or jungle to be super tanky. And again, Rogue. So I'm going to go back to Occult. And then you open the store. You can sort by different items here, so you can sort by physical power. My character scales on physical power, so I'm going to click physical power. I also want to be able to live, so I'm going to put physical power plus max health. Both are selected. The things with both of those stats are now listed. So I'm going to pick my favorite one right now, which is Mesmer, as a starting one, and then I'm going to click the only item that 350 gold gets me. And then I'm going to escape that, and then I'm going to hit my level up. On Grux, it's always good to start with your right click. And then as jungler, both of these center fog walls are yours, so that one over there, this one right here. And when you're playing real people, it's always good to ward your left side jungle, then you want to rotate to the right side of the jungle to actually start red buff side. This is so you can't get invaded without knowing about it on the blue buff side, and so that you can start with the attack damage buff and get extra damage. You have a crest down here, the thing I just used. It is your hunt, or your you know what, I don't know what it's called. It's not the crest, but it's your jungler ability. It's on a long reset, so 75-second reset for each one of your 2 possible activations of it. So you want to use that to speed up your farm. And it's pretty much an insta-smite at a certain spot. See, I almost killed that guy just by clicking a button and confirming it, so.
Enemy tower is under attack.
There we go. And then you want to rotate over to this camp and you want to kill it. I'm a little behind because I was explaining things in base. Usually you're done with this right about now, so you can walk to this right side river buff and help your mid laner gank their enemy mid laner, or just get a free mana buff without having to go back to base. But generally, if you're on comms with somebody, I would be telling him, hey, Countess, rotate to your left side so that your enemy mid laner rotates to this side, so that I can take this buff and start stomping on your enemy mid laner when they don't rotate the side that you went. So, if that makes sense. So, you tell the mid laner, hey, go this way, so that it forces the other guy to go that way into your gank that's waiting for him, just on the other side of the invisibility fog wall. And then I've got 3 buffs on me, so I'm going to go over here and just start a fight. Might not win it, but I don't need to win it. I just want them to not be able to get out. So, now they have a harder time fighting against my duo lane, and I'm not dead, so. That's kind of all I was looking to do there. I'm only level 3, so it's not like I'm expecting to kill anybody right there. I'm just expecting to harass and leave, but I now set them behind the enemy duo lane unless the enemy jungler also shows to that lane. And this is kind of the standard rotation. You want to grab those river buffs, and then you want to rotate over to help either off lane or duo lane, and then you want to come back over to your blue buff side of the jungle, and then you're going to start killing the blue buff side of the camps. That is how jungle rotations primarily work. If I was Kwong, I would actually, sometimes it's worth starting blue buff side, because blue buff is mana regen, etc., and very much worth it. What you just heard spawn was Fangtooth. Fangtooth is one of the jungler's primary objectives. Once you get strong enough, at least pretty much once you get level 6, and you have an ult, sometimes earlier depending on which character you're playing. Once you get level 6 though and you're strong enough, you should go try and deal with Fangtooth. As long as you either get one person helping you, or you get no enemies walking towards you. Most junglers with their smite on cooldown can kill the first 3 Fangtooths without any help. So And then I'm back in my red side. So, if you're going to be over here, it might be worth rotating to your off lane, unless they're pushing forward and kind of winning, which he kind of is. So I'm not really going to go over there unless I see him get less health than the Shimby, because currently he's winning that trade. If you see their health bars, you can look across the map, and as long as they both can see each other, you can see them. So that's how vision works. That's a good thing I should go into a little bit. Vision is the ability to see people through the map. That only works if your minions, towers, or friendly allies can see somebody line of sight. And if they have line of sight on them, then they will be able to actually see them without actually having to be in their lane and seeing them. Hopefully I can catch the sparrow, but probably not. Hey, it worked. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get away with that one or not, so that's pretty cool. The river buffs start spawning at the 3-minute mark, and then they continuously spawn on both sides of the river at the odd minutes. That's worth knowing. You're going to want to memorize that, because at the 3, 5, 7-minute marks, that's when you can get free mana regen and some additional buff on top of it, because they're randomly spawning, randomly cyclical buffs. So, and then I'm back on my blue side, and this is pretty much all you got to do as a jungler. You need to rotate to these camps, you need to stay up on your farm, you need a ward when you have wards off of cooldown, and you need to rotate to your duo and off lanes, and mid lane should, most of the time, be able to just like hold themselves. If they're smart and they farm under tower, then they can pretty much win whatever matchup they want to. If they want to hyper aggress, feel free to be able to go over there and join them. And that is kind of all you really need to know about the rotations. I am level 6 now. I'm going to go get whatever else items I can get, and then I'm going to go straight to Fangtooth and hopefully win that Fang. I might actually re-clear red before I go to Fang, because I get a full item if I get another like 200 gold, so kind of worth it. If you know you're going to be alone in Fang Pit, it is a fair trade to use your ultimate to secure Fang. You don't have to use the ultimate, but it helps to not be wasting a lot of health or time or energy not killing something and not being able to do anything else. He's winning this trade really quickly, so I'm going to rotate over here. Okay, they just kind of stood there and died. That's how bots work. They're not very bright. It's 9. Somebody took that buff because it's on cooldown now, so I'm just going to go clear this and then rotate Fang. I might back for my item. With Grux, a key part of his kit is hitting, ability landing, and then autoing, and then landing another ability in that order. If you can put an auto between his abilities. See, they did Fang for me. Now I don't have to go over there. But generally, you kind of want to rotate a little sooner. But again, I'm a little bit behind timing-wise because I stood in base and was explaining and covering some various tips and tricks. So, but yeah, around the 10-minute mark, you can probably solo that pretty easily. Even sooner if you're like Rampage or Kai, who have specific jungle or health regen buffs, or if you've already built health regen. So, or lifesteal or omnivamp. All of those give you health back as you swing and attack, so all pretty worth it. I might go get this Gideon after I do this camp real quick.
Enemy tower under siege. Enemy tower destroyed. Your power crows.
Alright. And the river buffs are up because it's 11-minute mark, so I'm going to go take that, and then I'm going to go jump on Gideon if he rotates forward at all. It doesn't look like he's going to go forward, so I'm going to go... Oh, yeah. I didn't kill him. Oh well. But I did hurt him enough to where we can touch this tower all day, because he's not going to step back up. So, this is probably a free tower right here. You get bonus gold for being in close proximity to towers when they go down. It's always worth going over there to finish the tower physically, than letting minions just kill it for you. You can opt to just let minions shove it down. That's always an option. But you do make more money to be able to spend on better items if you physically go close enough to receive local tower gold. I'm gonna just murder this Decker real quick. Oh, she had cage. Alright. Time to back. This is my crest, is ready for evolve. So I'm going to back. It's going to immediately have me pick the next evolution of my crest. And like I said, Typhoon is really strong on Grux because it basically gives him a free supercharger. I'm going to finish this item. I'm going to move into my next item. I like to be tanky with Citadel, or if you're playing just a bot match, you really don't need to go tanky, but it still does help a lot. So I am going to pick the tanky item. And then I'm going to rotate to the right because for some reason there's two enemies in the right lane. He might win that anyway. I'm going to rotate to this guy because I don't like him being in my jungle. And now I have slow on hits. So I can go catch this guy most likely. Oh, there's not a tower here. I definitely catch this guy. Goodbye. I don't want to take that many tower shots. I'll just go steal farm. It's always worth getting a deep ward in the enemy jungle. I'm gonna go help this Fang Mao so he doesn't die. He might not win that trade, and I don't want to be involved not rotating. Goodbye. And when Grux is online, he kind of just pops people like they're balloons. So. And he can farm camps real fast. At the 19-minute and 50-second mark, this mini prime turns into the gigantic prime. If you can take it earlier than that, you want to, because that gives you really extra farm and extra extra damage. Honestly, I don't actually remember what mini prime does. But it will get you ahead. It's definitely worth taking if you can. You won't need help for mini prime. You just need no other enemies to walk straight at you. So. Those camps are down. I'm going to rotate to Fang. And it's the 15-minute mark, which means the river buff's back. So I'm going to take that on my way. Goodbye. So I'm going to go to Fang now that I just wiped the floor with those kids. They don't have a tower. I could go over there and kill them. Oh, I'm definitely going. They screwed up and stepped forward. It's over. I'm gonna go kill these guys. And this is just this easy. Always focus the high DPS first. Always kill your enemy carry. It's always worth killing the carry first. Goodbye. Gonna steal a camp while I'm on my way to Fang. Might even steal a red buff. Oh, it's gone. He just got it. 134 seconds left. So, it's a take Fang movement, and we just progress from there. Take Fang. Like I said, you can solo this. You don't need teammates. It helps, but you don't need them. You just need no enemies to walk towards you while you're doing it, because you will be kind of low if you solo it, unless you have attack speed or lifesteal or omni-vamp or health regen in the jungle, etc., etc., etc.
Enemy tower destroyed.
And then when you get down to last, like that bit, you can smite it with your hunt. And then you can go back to killing jungle minions. And free mana. Because it's 17-minute mark, so that's back up.
An enemy inhibitor is under siege.
I'll show you what else this crest does. The other good part of this crest. Not only does it turbocharge my attack speed per swing. When it has those 4 stacks in the top left corner of it, I get to press 5 and leap forward a little bit, which helps my clear speed of my whole jungle go up significantly. And it's got like a cooldown that lasts for about every other camp, so very useful. Considering that I don't have a whole lot of movement abilities that can just speed me around the map. I'm gonna go straight to Fang because it might take me a mini prime, because it might take me a whole 2 minutes just to kill it, because it's kind of tanky. So, but I do want to be able to kill it in less than a minute, so, or less before the 1950 mark, because then it just immediately disappears and spawns into the other version. I ulted, so I have way more attack speed. Use my thing to re-engage real quick. We get this in time. Absolutely get this in time. Temporary 15% damage bonus and minion buff aura. So if I run up with minions right now, I'm going to buff the minions. Very worth it. Very worth it, especially if you need to knock down a new tower. And like I said, that will, the next prime, the bigger prime, will respawn about 1950. Oh, that missed. Don't mess with me.
Your skill rises.
And then I get this inhib for free because there's 2 people dead now and they can't come to me. And I can just ult to get extra attack speed, so I can really drop this quickly. And I can also wipe all these minions. And I pretty much just win the game by myself at that point. So I am going to kill the Shimby, maybe. How did that not hit? I don't want to take too many core blasts for free. That core might be dead. I think it is. Oh, one hit away. Rip. I was just trying to do some kills, but yeah, the next minion that walks in there pretty much kills it, so that's game. So, there's a how-to full AI match. It's obviously not that fast when it's PvP because it's actually a challenge, because somebody on the enemy team is going to be at least somewhat skilled. So, but that's a how-to AI match, a how-to tutorial, how to check your own builds, how to learn how to farm. You want to hit all the minions when they're flashing red. That means they're last hittable. And then if you don't get them when you're last hit, you still get gold, just not as much. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow for more Predecessor content. Thank you.